So it all began back in 1997 when my family were living in an old house by the sea in South Devon.
Tracy Williams can spot a piece of Lego where others just see seaweed and sand.
When did you find your first piece?
It was back in 97, so we started noticing the Lego coming in, and it was mainly sea-themed pieces, so flippers and scuba tanks and little life jackets, and the occasional octopus or a black dragon.
The pieces that wash up here tell a story that's been unfolding in wave after wave for the past 25 years. One piece became thousands. Flippers, boats, even sea rocks that were then colonised before washing ashore.
The one on the right was used to create an underwater reef, and it has actually become a little reef.
Some are common. This is the rarest. Tracy has seen just 2 green dragons in 25 years.
So you worked out that actually there were thousands of some of these pieces?
Yes, so there were over 33,000 dragons on the ship.
And presumably you found most of the pieces along the shoreline yourself, but you've never found one of these?
I've never found a green dragon.
Tell me about the green dragon.
So back in 97, our next door neighbour found one of the green dragons. So we were all very envious, but I've never found one myself. And then this week, a beach cleaner here in North Cornwall found one. So, and that's it. So the green dragon.
25 years ago, this ship lost 62 containers 20 miles off the coast. One was full of 5 million pieces of Lego. Where it washes up now has told scientists much about the ocean currents, but also about how plastic in our oceans can last not just for decades, but hundreds of years.
One of the biggest problems with plastic is that it doesn't break down over time, it breaks up. And what we mean by that is it breaks up into smaller and smaller pieces. So all of these bits here that are less than half a centimetre are considered a microplastic, and eventually these will break up into smaller and smaller pieces, become nanoplastic. We have no way of measuring how much is out there in the oceans and how much is coming in on every single tide. But if you ask anyone that looks at the beaches and looks at the microplastics, they will tell you just how many thousands of bits there are.
Right, now pick it
Fishermen
up.
too are finding Lego pieces in their catches miles out to sea.
Yeah, this is lethal stuff. This is the packaging you get on pallets.
And much more plastic besides. Phil's been fishing here for 40 years, and he says he now hauls in plastic with almost every catch.
Well, we're generally picking up like the bigger bits of plastic, like the ice sacks and stuff like that. You're rolling the pots up, you've got like 40 in a line, and you get a bit of 3-4 foot square, a bit of like plasticky tarpaulin stuff wrapped around the rope, and you go another 20, you might not see it anymore. Then the next one you may have a bit.
This a picture of the plastic washed up on just one Cornish beach in one day. Artist Rob Arnold collected it and used it to make this, a microplastic replica of an Easter Island statue, a civilization some think may have collapsed after using up their resources.
The resources were running out. They couldn't go out fishing anymore because they'd cut down the trees. They had no wood to build new fishing boats. It was a total disaster. So, you know, I see it as very similar to what we're doing now, really. But we're also polluting the planet as well as using up all the resources.
There is now a worldwide community using social media to map new finds. Tracy has even written a book of what's been washed up. Finding that first Lego brick, the start of her piecing together how plastic stays in our seas, and always hoping in the seaweed somewhere a green dragon will finally surface.